moment here of reading. Okay. How's this? Better, guys? Can you hear me now? Is that better? Everybody? Better? Okay, I'm gonna fix this so I don't make you seasick too. All right. Ah! My thing is not working great, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me set this up so I don't have to keep holding it and wiggling it around and confusing you guys. All right. That's probably better, huh? All right, I could sit in the captain's chair. There's the thought. That's better? Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for your patience with me. You know, this is all new to me, too. All right, so I'm going to sit right here, I guess. Sorry for me bugging you, probably. All right, get this out so the sun gets to it. This is my solar panel to keep it. Give me 1 sec, guys, and I'll be right with y'all. Just trying to make sure this is getting sun. Good, good, good. There we are. Hi, everybody. Is that better? Y'all can hear me now. Good. Thank you for sticking with me while I figured that out. I never know how loud the wind's going to be. We've had a lot of wind here since in the last week or so. So it's been the tail end of Hurricane Tammy, I think. And there's some more wind coming, you guys. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But anyway, hi. Hello, everyone. 64 people. Yay. So I was starting to say that I'm open for private readings now. If you want a private reading, I have limited space. Please go to my website, missmollyknows. Contact me there, subscribe. If you are a subscriber on here, I generally give you a lot of goodies. Today I'm not going to do cards right at the moment, but we can do some other things like Foley, or we can talk, or I can tell stories, whatever you want. Where am I? I am on my boat, the Mediumship, in Coconut Grove, Florida. Off the coast. We are actually moored on a mooring ball, so we're actually in the middle of the water. There's no dock where we are right now. The dock is that way. yeah, it is nice. You know, dream come true, I would say, for sure. So anyway, so let me tell you some of the things I do, guys. If you're new to me, again, I'm a 2-2 medium. Some things I do is tarot cards and oracle cards, mediumship, Foley, which is finder of lost items. So if you're missing an item, I will do remote viewing, psychic work to help you find that item. Also, I tell great stories here. I have a lot of personal paranormal experiences, including with Fae, extraterrestrials, and other such things. I have a lot on film too as well. Hi, Jerry Lynn. Haven't seen you in a while. John, hi. So if you guys have questions about anything, shoot. I'm gonna let you guys run this today. The only thing I'm not gonna be doing today is cards or any writing or drawing. So you want mediumship, you want Foley, you want, and I'm not gonna mediumship right away. Let's kind of ease into it. So anybody missing an item you'd like me to help you find? Anybody wanting information about something that happened to you that maybe you're unclear about? We can talk about anything regarding metaphysical things, including cryptids, aliens, spirits, ghosts, you name it. What age did I discover my talent? Asked John Green. Well, I have, first of all, you all have ability. I'm going to say what I always say. You all have this. It is not an extra sensory perception. It is a sixth sense we all have. We don't use it anymore. It has become atrophied in most humans, which is why it seems so mysterious to all of us. But you all have had a gut feeling. You all have had a coincidence at some point in your life. You've all had a deja vu at some point, which tells me to tell you that yes, you are intuitive as well, first off. Now mine started when I was about 3. I had a near-death experience. I drowned in my grandmother's pool, and I had an out-of-body experience, which included me seeing a spirit guide, which turned out to be my great-great-grandmother, sent me back, came back, and that's when my abilities started to kick into play. Did I understand it? No, I was only 3. And so when it first showed up, my parents were like, oh, is she cute? You know, she's got a fake, you know, imaginary friend, blah, blah, blah. That's how it started out. But then the more things started happening, the more I verbalized what I was seeing and feeling and picking up, then they thought something was wrong with me. So I started going to all these different doctors. They checked me for brain tumors and mental illness and schizophrenia, you name it. And after a while, you know, I just thought I was nuts, so I just stopped talking about it. But all my life I had experiences. Now about 3 or 4 years ago, things started to really ramp up, and I really couldn't avoid it anymore, and that's kind of how this all began. And then one day I woke up and I knew I was supposed to be doing this on social media, and I had no clue what I was doing. If you guys go back and watch some of my first few videos, you'll see I was not sure how I was going to do this. But, you know, the journey unfolds if you just start walking. That's what I think. Hey, Tom. Yeah. So that's how I look at it. If you start walking, the journey will unfold in front of you, and you just keep going. You just trust the process and just figure, I know somewhere in my mind what's going to happen, but even though it may not be in the front of mind, it's there, right? Hey, hey, hey. So, yeah, just like, and that's how manifestation works as well, you guys. You know, it's a matter of belief. And you guys know, I always say, know that you know. Be a knower, you know? Not a doubter, a knower. Be in the know, right? That's what I call you guys. I don't even call you guys viewers or followers anymore. You guys are knowers. That's you guys. So, yeah, so we did a little work on the boat today. We did some grip tape, you know, to keep our grip on the deck and stuff. But we're just mostly kicking back. As you said, it's very windy. It's hard to balance. It's hard to get things done on here. So we're just kind of, dogs are sleeping on, everybody's like half asleep right now. So, what would you guys like to do today? Hi, Cat. What would you like? Are you able to see what gifts people have? Sometimes, Debs, when I do readings for people, sometimes I will pick it up. I can tell when people are highly intuitive, usually. But really, I don't think it's for me to tell somebody what gifts they have, because here's the thing I found. That's why it's called psychic development, because it's always changing. Hi, Kirby. Hey, girl. How you doing? I am well, thank you, T. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, about gifts. It's not my job to tell you what your gift is. You know you have gifts. You know that you have ability. I'm telling you guys, you all do. It develops over time. You start learning and you change. Like, the only thing I knew how to do in the beginning mostly was, you know, tarot, oracle cards, and some, you know, very light mediumship. Now it's like I do mediumship, and I use pendulums and Ouija boards and automatic drawing and automatic writing and remote viewing, and, you know, I do it all now, and it just keeps ramping up. As a matter of fact, this week it felt like I went through another download of some sort. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure something's going to show up all of a sudden out of the blue, some new talent, ability, thing I see, thing I feel. As I mentioned, you guys, I had a lot of fairy interaction. Hi, Alicia, how are you? Hey, there's Alicia, I know her. That I had a hard time believing, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. To me, whenever I say fairy, I feel kind of silly, like I'm saying unicorn, you know? But they've made it clear that they're here, and I think that's why they've been kind of very adamant about making sure I know they're around, because they're saying, like, you don't think we're real? We'll show you what's real, right? Kind of like spirit guides do, right? Hey, are psychics and mediums the same? No, they're not. I'm glad you asked that, John Green. So here's the deal. A psychic is somebody who knows things either from, yeah, Faye, exactly, Kirby, from the future, the past, or the present without any prior knowledge. So I get information from energies I pick up from other people, other items, other situations, and that's what a psychic is. And it's usually information about the future, past, or present, but it's with no prior knowledge, right? A medium is exactly what it sounds like. I'm the intermediary between a spirit or a whatever it might be, energy, and you. So I'm in the middle. I'm the interpreter. That's really what we ought to be called, the spirit interpreters, not mediums. I'm a spirit interpreter. So I will get visions, smells, tastes, sounds in my mind, sounds in my ear, vision in my eyes, vision in my mind, taste in my mind, in my eye, in my mouth, smells in my nose, in my mind. You know what I mean? I think spirit triggers those smells in your mind. Not that they're actually right there, unless other people are around and they're picking up as well. So that's the difference. So when most people, like when I say I'm an intuitive psychic medium, and that means I pretty much cover the whole gamut. Now everybody's clairs, meaning what they can see, are different. Thank you, Alicia. She gave me a gift. You know, some people only hear things, some people see things, some people dream things, some people smell things. You know, everybody's different. I get a little of everything. Do I pick up energy through the live, she asks. Yes. As a matter of fact, I do finding lost items here on my lives. I do mediumship on my lives. We do musical mediumship. We do tarot. We do oracle. We do it all here. But I don't answer yes, no questions. And here's why. I have a 50-50 chance of being right or wrong. And when you're making a life-rendering decision, it isn't my job to say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That's irresponsible, you guys. And I really, truly, I hope you guys know that when you're asking somebody on here that is an intuitive, a yes or no question, and I know there's ones that do it and they're happy to do it, fine. I'm not that person. But what I would do for you is normally give you information surrounding your situation that will help you make a decision. So here we have somebody asking me if his wife is pregnant. That is not something I would normally answer. Okay, That is not something I would answer. And I really, and not to make you feel bad, I'm not trying to call you out, Mr. New Orleans. I'd love to help you. But that is something where it's just, again, it's a 50-50 chance of me being right. I would rather focus on the energies and give you information surrounding the situation that'll help you know what's happening. Because here's the thing, if we're supposed to know somebody's pregnant, you're gonna know. If we're supposed to know something's a boy or a girl, you're gonna know, right? Nature doesn't tell you if it's a boy or a girl. An ultrasound does, okay? A doctor will tell you if it's a boy or a girl. They're not God. They are not spirit. They're just telling you, okay? To me, I would rather wait to know. That's just how I feel about it. But anyway, but I hope your wife's pregnant if that's what you're hoping for. Awesome. So that's kind of where it goes with that whole thing. Because otherwise you can flip a coin, you can, get an 8-ball, ask a question. It kind of diminishes what we do here. So, but ask another question like, what can I do to, help my wife be more prolific or something? And maybe there's something that might come to me through spirit to give to you. See what I'm saying? So instead of asking me a question that you want a specific answer to, ask me a question that will give you information so you can find the answer. Because I don't know you. I just see a tiny little, you guys, your little profile thing on here, your dot on the screen that shows me your profile picture is about the size of smaller than a pencil eraser. It's probably just below a pencil eraser. I cannot see it. I have to and my eyesight's not that good. So, can I by any chance connect with your mama? It's very, very possible. Jen, it is very warm, feels about 80, 85-ish and windy. So it's comfortable, but it's not terribly humid. I mean, it's Florida, so it's humid, but not too bad. So if you want me to connect with a loved one, we can go ahead and start doing some of that, or Foley, or whatever you guys wish. But what I need is information. So if you're asking me, so for example, Mountain Grits, if you could give me your first name and your mama's first name, then I can work on connecting with her. But I need at least that. Just first names, please. Guys, don't put too much information here on the screen. Protect yourselves. There's a lot of scammers out there waiting for you to be vulnerable, and they will act like they're me and tell you they felt something and they're going to do a reading. I don't do that. You have to go through my website and you have to ask me for reading. I will never ask you. So just so you know. Mine is Summer and her name is Karen. Okay, so Mountain Grits, Summer would like to hear from her mother, Karen. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little breathing exercise. We're gonna jump into some mediumship. Summer, do me a favor that when I'm talking to you and you wanna answer, comment, say anything, please put a green heart by your name so I see it, because I will not look at anybody else's comments. Otherwise, I get distracted. So if you guys are watching and you're interested in mediumship, cool. Wait till I'm done before you start asking more questions, because I'm only gonna look at the answers from Summer with her green heart. Right? The other thing I want to tell you guys, that if you're a subscriber, you do get priority treatment. So it's only $6, I think, or $6.99 or something like that. If you subscribe, you're definitely going to get something today probably, as long as it's not to the very end. You do it sooner than later. So just thought I'd tell you guys that. So here we go. Working on Summer, and she wants to hear from Karen. Okay, I'm just going to do my breathing technique. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies, I am here to connect with Karen, who is the mother of Summer. Summer would like to hear from you, Karen. If you have any information for Summer, if you please let me know, Karen. Thank you so much. Karen just showed me something cute, and it looked like somebody was dancing with her and doing, like when you do like swing or ballroom dancing, you turn somebody, under your arm, Did your mother love dancing? I don't know if she watched like Dancing with the Stars, or if she at one time liked to dance, or she and your dad or whatever, but I saw her being sort of twirled around, when you do swing dancing with somebody or some type of ballroom dancing. Does that resonate for you? Because that's what I saw initially, was her arm going like this, under someone's head. So there's that. Summer. And go ahead and answer me and be honest. If you say, oh, it doesn't resonate, it doesn't mean it's not for you. Let me start with that. Doesn't mean it's not for you. Just listen, and I will post this live like I always do on YouTube when it's all over. So if you want to rewatch it, review, because sometimes you will go, I don't know what that is, and then 2 hours later you go, oh, I know what that was. So just so you know, that's happening a lot. I actually heard from a few people in the last couple of weeks saying that I read for them a year ago and they didn't think anything made sense, and now everything happened. So just be aware, this is for you. I'm not getting other people's information. So again, Summer, did you hear what I just said? Your mother, first thing I saw was her dancing in a sort of like a swing type of, you know, or ballroom partner dancing thing. So if you could give me your input, I'd appreciate it as I continue. Are you still here, Summer? Mountain Grits, Summer? Thanks, Deb. Yes. Okay, does that resonate for you? And remember the green heart so I see your message, okay? Does that resonate for you when I talk about the dancing? Before I continue, because I want to make sure I'm talking to the right person for you, because there may be somebody else coming through for you. That's why I'm asking you. Sometimes we ask for one person and get somebody else. It does happen. Someone has a more important message for you. All right, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to hope that you'll you know, confirm or disconfirm or whatever as we go. Karen for Summer. I see kind of a honey blonde colored hair, short, blondish, honey colored hair. And somebody pushing up glasses like this on their forehead. It just seems like she was always doing, like busy. I don't know if she was crafting or always working on projects, but it's showing me her doing a lot of things. Like I keep seeing her hands busy. Does that make sense to you? Hands busy, the glasses being pushed up, the honey blonde hair, and then the dancing is what I got so far for you, Summer. Can you give me a green heart and a yes or a no or a maybe or no glasses? Okay, so she's showing me somebody pushing their glasses up. You don't wear glasses either? All right, so just don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, okay? It might mean something, no blonde hair. So it may be she's referring to somebody else or it's a different spirit. So let's continue. Let's continue. Don't give up. This doesn't mean it's wrong. It's not. Let's continue. So don't only focus on your mother. This may be somebody else coming through, or your mother's trying to come through to somebody else other than you. So just be aware of that. Also somebody with a something in their nose, like a, I don't know if it's a like an oxygen thing, or I don't know, I don't think it's a piercing. It looks like an oxygen, one of those things that you wear in your nose. And then I just saw a little, I want to say it's a Pomeranian, a small dog, real fluffy, reddish blonde hair. Also, looked like a Pomeranian to me. And I'm hearing the song "Dancing in the Moonlight" by Van Morrison. Dancing in the moonlight. I like that song. You're supernatural. All right. Are you still there? You're not saying anything. There you are. No blonde hair is the last thing you said. Anything else? Anything that I said was making any sense to you at all? Yes. Okay, good. Good. All right. I'm not sure who this person is with the blonde hair and the glasses. Does she have a sister? Because whoever this is, I think is with her right now. I don't think it's somebody who's alive. It's somebody with her. I almost want to say it feels like a sister or a best friend. I'm listening, not connecting with any of that. Okay, that's totally okay. Let's just stop right where we are. Don't discount this. Okay, I was just having this conversation with my boyfriend today. I can't tell you how many times I have people say, none of this makes sense to me. And then a couple weeks later, a couple months later, they go, I totally know what that was. Okay, so don't give up. Don't be disappointed. Just put it on the back burner for now. Okay? So what I said again, I'm going to repeat one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and go with somebody else. Don't worry about it. It's not a fail. It's not a fail. Somebody with honey blonde hair pushes glasses up, okay? Probably not your mom. Somebody else that's also trying to either get through or is with your mother, number one. I saw somebody dancing, you know, the arm around, you know, swing type of dancing. The song Dancing in the Moonlight by Van Morrison. What else did I say? Somebody who's very busy with their hands all the time. Okay, so just leave it there. Maybe later on, Summer, talk to relatives, see if it applies to anybody you know. Jerry Lynn says that description totally fits my grandmother. And then Jen says the oxygen. Oh, and the oxygen, yeah, the oxygen thing too. Yes. So, Jerry Lynn, I don't think it was for you. I'm sure it does probably fit your grandma. She might be trying to come through in some way, but I don't think it was for you because I would have probably felt something was wrong. So I've also never done mediumship while sitting on the deck of a boat. So it may be a kind of a weird, you know, thing for me. Would like to connect with best friend who unalived in August. Mine is Diana, hers is Lee. Okay, Tanya. Lisa and Buck. So as I said before to you all, if you are a subscriber, which is only $6.99, I think, you will get priority for these readings. I will definitely read for you. If you're not a subscriber, it's cool. It doesn't mean I won't. But okay, I see Danielle subscribed and I see Monica. Okay, so Danielle, let's start with you, sweetie. Debbie, you're a subscriber too. All right, so you guys will have to remind me, I don't have anything to write anything down and I don't have a moderator at the moment. I'll start with Danielle since she said she's subscribed. So Danielle, while I'm talking to you, please give me a green heart. What I need, yes, you can, Summer, don't worry about it. Again, don't be disappointed. I know that was for you, I know it was. So I was gonna help Danielle. Danielle, what I need from you is your mother's first name. Isn't that what you were wanting? Jenna just subscribed to, okay. Danielle, I need, or whoever it was you wanted me connected you with, I'm sorry. Your brother's dad, Scott. Okay, so your brother has a different dad than you. Okay, so Danielle and her brother's dad, Scott. Perfect. All right, now if you're subscribing right now, you're gonna have to probably get my attention when I'm done with this. I'm gonna only focus on Danielle for the moment, okay? And if anybody else is asking questions, just wait, okay? I can only do one thing at a time. So, Danielle, I'm gonna go ahead and breathe. You're welcome to do it with me. And the way I do the breathing, you guys, this is good for all of you to do. It's a good way to center. You breathe in through your nose. You're gonna hold that breath for a few seconds. You're gonna see the number 3 in your mind, like on a movie screen, flashing 3 times. You're also gonna hear your mind saying 3, 3, 3, okay? And then you're gonna do the same thing with number 2 and then number 1. So here we go. I'm gonna breathe in through my nose. I'm gonna hold it for the count of 4. Then I'm going to breathe out the number 3 3 times in my mind and also say it in my mind. I'm going to breathe in through my nose. Breathe out the number 2. Breathe in through my nose. Breathe out the number 1. This is for Danielle. And her brother's, what's your brother's first name, Danielle, as well? Give me your brother's first name as well. So I'm looking for Scott, the dad of Danielle's brother, Robbie. Okay, Robbie. So Robbie's dad, Scott, who also knows Danielle, if you could come through, would sure appreciated any information you have, spirit, ancestors, guides, my own guides, or anybody else that would like to give me information to help Danielle today. Looking for Robbie's dad, Scott. All right, I saw him standing on a basketball court for just a second, like a outdoors, you know, like in the driveway or something like that. I don't know, it's a court or out in the driveway, right away. I saw short, kind of reddish blonde, mostly blonde, but has a little bit of gold in it hair. Kind of athletic looking to me. Somebody is, whoever it is. I don't know if I'm seeing Robbie or I'm seeing Scott, but somebody who looks a little bit on the athletic side. Like I see shorts and tennis shoes and all that kind of thing. And as I'm talking to you, Daniel, please make sure you put a green heart so I know that you're answering me, commenting, whatever, okay? Hi, Chief, I see you. Both are athletic, Yeah, so she confirmed both are athletic. Thank you for the green heart, appreciate. Yeah, like and actually, it's funny because we were just talking about Super Bowl and football today, and it's kind of like I'm hearing like that sort of like, whoa, you know, like when people are shouting kind of thing. So I don't know if they used to go to games together or something like that, but it kind of feels like there's this, yeah, like the sports thing was sort of important in some way, because that's the first thing I noticed. Really good sense of humor. This guy's funny. This guy is funny. I like him. Kind of a little bit naughty too. He was my softball coach and my brother's football coach. Okay. That makes sense, right? And he has a naughty sense of humor. Yeah. Like he's funny, like funny anyways, but sometimes pretty off color. Like even gotten in trouble once in a while, right? But never was there mean bone in his body at all. I do feel like his passing wasn't totally expected. Like it kind of snuck up on everybody. It wasn't, like it seemed like it wasn't supposed to happen to me, is what I feel. And his big thing he's trying to convey is, I'm all right, everyone. Why are you guys all worried? Come on. Like he's literally going, come on. I'm fine. Like, and he's doing the southern, I don't know where you're from, but no, it was no D. No, he's telling me he's fine. Yeah, you didn't know he was going to do that, right? He says he's fine. He's telling me. You said no, so yeah, that's unexpected. What do you mean that's not unexpected? It snuck up on you. Oh, he is from Florida. Yeah, see, I heard his accent. He said, I'm fine. Sorry, that's a helicopter going overboard. You guys, I live near Star Island, like where J-Lo and all those guys live, so we have helicopters go over and drop them off constantly, so I apologize for that sound. But yes, he had the southern accent. I heard him go, I'm fine, y'all, I'm fine. You know, what are you worried about? Like, he doesn't understand. And I don't think it was on purpose at all. Didn't feel that way. Like, he's almost like he doesn't get the big, he's like saying, what's the big deal? Isn't that funny? Like, he didn't, yeah, I was saying no one is expecting. It was very sudden. Exactly, Daniel. Yeah. I really feel like it was a mistake. Like, but he keeps repeating, I'm okay, y'all. Like, he's almost like he's going, you know, like he's so big. He was so big, you know, like just this big energy of his. Like, feel it very quick. I see him drinking a big mug of something. I'm assuming beer. I don't know. And I'm seeing. Now, I feel like he fought also smoking. Like he smoked sometimes. He knew he wasn't supposed to, and I think he was fighting that or quit. But I feel like towards the end he was maybe smoking. Something stressed him out bad towards the end. I don't know what. There was something going on in his personal relationship. Mickey Mouse, I actually have a video on that in my YouTube. Go look it up under Learn folder. We can talk about that in a minute, but I'm working with somebody right now. Again, Danielle, I feel like he was a smoker or was trying to quit smoking and maybe went back to it in the end. I'm not for sure. I don't know why. He was just showing me smoking. Like, and I was smelling the smoke. He doesn't remember. She says he didn't speak to us for the past 2 years, and I think he was ashamed. Yeah, I didn't pick up shame from him, to be honest with you, because that's not really where he is mentally, or his consciousness is right now. His consciousness is more worried about what everybody else is saying than what he feels. But I feel like I just keep seeing, I don't know where they found him, but I'll tell you what I'm seeing, okay? This is what I see, is he was laying back on, it almost looks like either a really old couch or a recliner, like backward. And I see like an empty thing of what looks like cigarettes next to, you know, like a ashtray full of dirt, you know, used cigarettes sort of thing. And I feel like there was just stuff all over the place. And I feel like, yeah, he was like just basically sitting there. I don't know if that's where he passed or if that was where he generally tended to be. Okay, I can't tell where the passing happened. And I feel like he passed, he was probably in his 50s? Maybe late 50s? Mid 50s? Somewhere in there, around my age. I'm not sure, I'm 53. I don't know. I feel like in a really old home. He passed in a really old home. Okay, yeah, and I feel like he was around my age. I might be wrong on that one, but maybe that's just how he was. But it feels like he's around 50-something years old. Maybe mid to late 50s. And actually, yeah, I got, she said yes, 53, I believe. Okay, so yeah, he was my age then. Okay, that makes sense. It's actually a little bit of a shame because he did bring a lot to the table. He was a very valued person, and he came across confident most of the time, but we know he wasn't. We know he wasn't. Underneath it all, extremely sensitive. He didn't really say bad things about other people. He wasn't the type to gossip or badmouth, but at the same point, he was a flake. He did flake a lot, but people understood that about him. People understood that he didn't mean anything by it. He treated me like his own, says Danielle. Yeah, just a nice guy. I mean, unfortunately, it's too bad that, you know, that addiction took over for him. But I do feel like something triggered that. It wasn't just like he was just sitting around on a binge all week or something. I think he had something came up, whether it be just that one more thing he didn't want, whether it be like he suddenly was being audited by the IRS, or his car was stolen, or something triggered that last OD that happened with him. And I don't think that's the first time he OD'd. And he just was done. Just done. You know, he couldn't keep pretending he was okay. And I think he was running out of money, and I think he was running out of just patience with himself, really. And he was very lonely too, which is super sad, because a lot of people were reaching out to him and he wasn't answering them. He wasn't answering, or he was answering in one words, or, you know, through text, or he wasn't really, yeah, he wasn't responding. So anyways, are there any other messages or things I can tell Danielle right now that will validate it is indeed you, or give her any information for her loved ones or for Robbie, please, Scott? He said something about the scoreboard. Yes, my mom and brother tried several times. He mentions a scoreboard. He's showing me a scoreboard. Now, I know we already talked about that he was athletic and he was a coach almost, but there's something specific about the scoreboard. I don't know if he made that scoreboard, or if he was on a campaign to have a scoreboard updated, or he had an argument about the scoreboard. There's something definitely about the scoreboard that he is bringing up so that you know it's him. And maybe you don't know, but Robbie will know what that is. Okay? Thank you. He also brought up something with, maybe I lost it. Something, this is so weird. Something about frozen lemonade. Frozen lemonade. I know that's so specific, but usually when I get those weird things, they really mean something, all right? So something about frozen lemonade. Again, Danielle, if that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. It will at some point. Again, this will be uploaded to YouTube later. You can rewatch it if you want. Yeah, okay. You'll have to ask your brother. That's fine, yeah. And you can show him the YouTube video later, okay? It takes a while to upload them, but usually I get them up. All right, Jen, you're next. And thank you for letting me speak to your guides, Danielle. Jen Sumner, Jen for David. Okay, who is David, Jen? You need to tell me. And Monica, you'll be next. Who's David? Just tell me how you're related. You're welcome, honey. Cassandra, stepdaughter, Paige. Wait, I'm getting confused now. You're saying a lot of things at once. Wait. You're confusing me. All right, we got Jen Sumner wants Jen for David. And then I asked Jen Sumner, who is David? Oh wait, here we go. Yeah. Mickey Mouse, who are you? What are you doing? Are you moderating for me? I don't remember ever having you as a moderator. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I know you're trying to help, but I don't know. Okay, well, chill out for a bit. You know, if you want to go do a live and do your own show, go for it. I have no issue with that. But I don't know what you're doing here unless you're supporting me. And it seems like you are, but you're kind of interrupting too. Just chill for a minute. Okay, back to Jen. There you go, a friend. Okay, so that's a friend of yours. All right, let me roll back for a second. Let me just make sure I'm on the same page with you, Jen. Jen wants to talk to David. Okay, David's a friend. Now, is this a friend of yours from high school, college, or just a friend? I kind of need just at least that, if you don't mind. I can't see. We're doing mediumship right now, Carol. And I'm working with Jen Summer. She wants to talk to her friend, David, a neighbor. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the 3, 2, 1. You're welcome to join me if you wish. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Dave, I'm here. David, I'm here for your friend Jen Sumner is trying to reach you. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies, my spirit guides, and Jen's spirit guides, and David's spirit guides. She'd like to hear something from you to validate it is indeed you, that you were coming through for her. Jen, when I answer you, would you please make sure you use a green heart on the screen so that I see that as you answering me. I will not be looking at other people's comments while I'm working with Jen. It's the best way for me to do it. All right, David, coming through for Jen. Okay, did David have a dog? He shows me a dog right away. Hey, 7, are you able to moderate right now? I'm doing mediumship. If not, don't worry about it, it's cool. But if you can, that'd be great. And I haven't forgotten about your reading either, by the way. Anyway, so right away he shows me a dog. And the dog is dark brown, looks dark color to me. I can't tell if the dog is still here or not, but that dog was important to him. And so if you're answering me, please make sure, Jen, that you put a green heart with your answer. So he shows me a dog. Is Dave, I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't know why I'm saying this, and not that it matters, but maybe it helps you identify him. Was David gay? Again, it doesn't matter as far as I'm concerned. I just, for some reason, that's the vibe I'm getting from him. I don't know if there's a lag. I don't see any answering going on here. So make sure you give me a green heart, Jen. You can answer me. I always wondered, but not sure. Okay, okay. So that's kind of the first thing he shows me. And the dog. You didn't say anything about the dog, but he shows me a dog. Now, it may be a dog you don't know about. I don't know, but he shows me a dark dog. Yes, I'm living on a boat, Amy. Okay. His house is, he's showing me his home. It's very nice. He really had it nice in there. Not expensive nice, but he definitely made it look nice. Like, it was very comfortable. He drank tea. He's showing me tea. He cooked, right? God, it reminds me of somebody I already know. Maybe that's why I'm seeing that person. He keeps saying thank you. Just like that. Not thank you. Thank you. Did he talk like that? I keep hearing him say thank you. Thank you. Like, just such a, like, he wanted to make sure you knew he wasn't just going, thank you. He's like, thank you. Yeah. She says, LOL, yes. Good. Also, did he really love, like, I just heard, like, 3 musicians, like, immediately. Dolly Parton, Elton John, and what was the other one I heard? Who was that third one? Dolly Parton, Elton John, and I'm trying to get it. Oh, RuPaul. And that's not, I'm not saying that because we indicated he's gay. Don't go there. I'm not trying to do that. I'm telling you exactly what I heard. Not ABBA, RuPaul. Now that was me doing that. RuPaul, what did I say? I don't remember what I said now. That's how this goes from you guys. It's just coming out. I don't remember. Okay. And I feel like he feels like he worked from home quite a bit too, I feel. Dolly Elton and Paul, yes, yes, yes. And I feel like he worked at home a lot, even though I don't know that's necessarily, I don't know if he owned his own business, but it feels like he was at home a lot. Like almost any time you went over there, he was probably there, or you saw it. He was mostly home. Did he also take care of an elderly relative? Because I feel like he just mentioned my mom. He said my mom, my mom. That makes sense to you? Yes, he did, says Jen. Okay. So he took care of his mom. Okay. Kept saying, mama, my ma. Not like, mama. He like says, my ma. Yeah. Okay. I also see like he lost a lot of hair. Now, I don't know if that's indicative of cancer or just getting older or some kind of other health issue that stressed his body to lose a lot of hair. But I feel like his hair got very thin, if not gone. He may have even shaved his head at one point because he was like, screw this. But I don't know that it was necessarily, I can't tell if it was cancer. It could have been just being not well, right? She says, in the end, he was home a lot. Yeah. And he just looks very, you know, just wispy is the only word I can think of. That's the word that comes to me. He looked wispy at the end. Very slender, very thin hair. But man, his attitude was always very good. It still is. He's such a gentle soul. The kind of person that you could have had the worst day in the world and you get near this guy and you just feel somehow like all's right in the world. That's how he's making me feel. What a great friend to have. So happy for you that you got to be friends with this guy. Thank you, David. Anything else, David, I can tell her that will be very specific that she'll know it's you. He's showing me, she says, yes, he was amazing. It looks like he had a handful of, I know it sounds funny, I want to say either table linens or napkins or material folded up he gave you. Does that make sense to you? Like folded up material. I don't know if those are napkins or placemats or sheets or clothing, but I feel like he gave you something that was made from material, folded up at some point. And he's just showing that to me, just so you know. She says, I made him washcloths. Okay, so you are giving them to him. He wants you to know. He's saying thank you. Then you made him washcloths. That makes sense. Okay, because I was seeing them, you know, like folded. I was thinking folded because it looked like squares, but that makes more sense. Okay, and just so you guys know, when I do mediumship, whatever I see, I just say it how I see it the best I can. It may not be exactly right. She said, I made him washcloths. I made him washcloths. Shut up. You made him washcloths? That's cute. I love it. So that's definitely him. That's got to be him. I mean, come on, right? All right, anything else, David, I can give Jen right now? I know that she's so happy to have heard from you today. Anything else you can tell me? Did you guys have a particular type of food you guys would go get, like Thai? I don't know why I said Thai, that's probably the right one, but I'm gonna guess. Like there was a particular, like once in a while you guys would go, let's go get Thai food. Like there was like a, I don't know why Thai, I said Thai, it may have been something else. But anyway, that was the last thing was said. Molly, can I get a read if you have a moment? Dad is with me helping connect. Birdie, I've got a few people ahead of you, but if I can, I will, okay? I haven't forgotten you. All right. So anyway, that was for you, Jen. And I'm glad that resonated for you. Now, the other thing I will have to say between readings right now, all 53 of you watching, 54, and Monica's next, I would really appreciate that if I do a reading for you right here, I'm not charging. Please post a testimonial saying that you really love what I did for you. You don't have to do, it doesn't have to be your face. It could be a picture of a flower and you talk, you know, you do a voiceover or written things saying, Molly did a mediumship for me and I loved it, or da-da-da-da. Really appreciate it. If you don't know what to do, you can always ask me, I'll help you. All right, but that's super helpful to me. All right, Monica, you wanted to reach your mother, Trish, right? So I'm gonna work with you right now, Monica. Okay, cool. Hi, Trina. Okay, so I'm work with Monica and her mother, Trish. All right, I'm gonna do my breathing, Monica. Feel free to do it with me, it does help. And breathe in. Number 3. Breathe in. Number 2. Breathe in. Number 1. This is for Monica. Trish, if you please come through, spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. I'm helping Trish today connect with her mother. Monica, connect with her mother, Trish. Jen says, thank you so much. I really need that he passed 10-4. Oh, it just happened, sweetie. Okay, no wonder he came through so easily. Still a little bit connected. Okay, good. Please share that with your brother. Yeah, I will post this later. Back to my friend Trish for Monica. All right. Now, Monica, when I'm answering you, make sure you put a green heart so I see that you're answering me, okay? I'm only paying attention to Monica right now, you guys. Trish. All right, did you do something different to your hair recently? Because the first thing I saw her do is sort of, you know, like when a mother comes up and kind of pulls your hair away from your face, it's like she wanted to touch your hair. She like did this to your hair. I don't know if that's an affectation she did before when she was alive. She wanted to brush your hair away from your face. You said yes? Okay, so you did something to your hair. She's acknowledging. She sees that. She likes it, actually. She says, oh, you're so pretty, honey. You're so pretty, honey. And she like moved your hair aside. Wasn't always good between you two. It was not always good. A lot of conflict. But you guys really loved each other deeply. That's why. Because you guys were so much alike. Do you have a sister? Leah, Lisa, Leah. Is that a name that sounds important to you? It feels like a sister energy. Yes. Okay, you have a sister. Is it a name like Leah, Lisa? That's what I feel. That may not be your sister, but that's another name that just came up for me. Okay, so you have a sister. She's mentioning her. Now, did your sister, Nicole and Brittany, okay, did your sister just recently, I want to say Brittany, but okay, I'm going to go with that. Did Brittany recently have kids, trying to have kids? It feels like she had some kind of important moment recently. Or pregnant. I just saw a little kid, like a little girl, as a matter of fact, with Nicole just had a kid. Okay, I was wrong on that one, but okay, we're close enough, right? We're close. Okay, so Nicole just had a kid, so she's also acknowledging that. Was it a daughter? Because that's what I saw, a little girl. But, you know, my visions are very fast and fleeting, and sometimes I misinterpret, so just be aware of that. It's the best I can do. A son, okay? Let's see, a son. Maybe she's referring to your sister as her little girl. Is your sister younger than you, Nicole? Anyway, yeah, okay, that's, okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm starting to get her language. That's the other thing, you guys. Sometimes spirits, they come through different ways. So she was trying to indicate that to me, that was her daughter, not so much that she has a granddaughter. She was showing me her daughter. All right, so let's continue. She had a son. What else? Anything else? All right, so she brings up, thanks Courtney, she brings up tradition. All right, Monica, she brings up tradition. She's showing me, and it went by very quickly, and this is, I'm going to try to articulate as best I can. She showed me like every ritual involved with a holiday. So I saw dyeing eggs. I saw making Halloween costumes. I saw putting up, you know, making Christmas cookies and putting up decorations. I saw, I don't even know if that's your religion, but I just see that she always made a big deal, birthdays, whatever. It feels like she was very into that stuff, more than even most of you. Anyways, it was a strong feeling about the holidays. And the reason I say feeling is, it could be the opposite. Sometimes some people, they'll show that to give you like a, hey, that's me. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe she hated holidays. I don't know, but it feels to me like she loved it. That was a thing for her. And very creative. A lot of very interesting creative things. I just saw her do something funny. This is an affectation. I've seen some people do this. Did she often, if she was wearing like a long sweater or a robe, like pull it out and wrap it around her all the time, like pull it and wrap it? You ever seen people that do that a lot? Like when they wear a jacket or sweater, they always want to pull it and wrap it around them. I saw that action. You know what I'm talking about? You said yes. Is that the action I'm talking about? Or are you talking about the holiday thing? The yes is about the holidays? If you want to answer me so I know what you're saying, you can say yes on the holidays. Yes, oh, on the robe. Okay, so on the robe, she did that whole like pulling the robe around her tight thing. Cool, okay, so that's her, right on. She actually was kind of pretty, I think. You know, like our moms sort of like don't do themselves up as much as they get older, but she was actually really pretty. Like she had really pretty natural features. I don't feel like she had to wear a lot of makeup. She did wear makeup when she needed to, but she didn't need to. Like she had very pretty features, I think. Now, oh, you girls got together, didn't you? Did you guys? Spot on, she says. Yeah. Did you guys have a slumber party after Mom passed? Did you and your sisters have a get-together of some sort? I don't know if it was a slumber party, but did you guys get together and just talk about her? Like have drinks or have like sort of like your own private little celebration about Mom? You did, yes. Okay, she sees that too. She loved that. She thought, oh, she says, oh, my girls are all together. Now, here's the funny part, is I just mentally tried to ask about your dad, and she didn't really say anything. Not a good or bad. She didn't say, there was no energy on there. Is your dad, were they still together? Because I feel like no. I don't know if he passed a long time before or if he's still alive and they aren't together. Divorced. Okay, that makes sense. Because when I asked her, she just, nothing. Zero. She's obviously over it. Okay. Oh, she just had me do this. Who's got her rings? There's an engagement ring, there's a wedding ring, and there's one other ring. She wants each of you to have one if you don't already. Hey, Hannah. There's 3 rings she wants each of you girls to have if you don't already have them. Wedding ring, engagement ring, and there's another one. I want to say it was your great-grandmother's ring as well. She just wants to make sure everybody got what they were supposed to get. That's all. Not that it's super important to her. She doesn't care, but she knows how important it was to you guys. And she brought up Mexico. Mexico. I'm going to give you a moment to answer me. Spot on, yes, she says. Perfect. She was sick for a while, huh? I don't think she even knew it at first, did she? Or I think she kind of knew something was going on, but she wasn't wanting to know. You know what I mean? Like, whatever was going on, she really didn't want to know. I don't blame her. And I know this is funny. She says, spot on, yes, 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 yes. A lot of yeses from Monica, good. Okay, she wants me to let you know something about Mexico. Okay, cool. She wants me to let you know that she works a lot with teenage girls where she is. In her consciousness. Girls that come, I don't want to say the other side because that sounds funny, but girls that pass on around ages 14 through, well, like 17, 18, those are who she coaches as a spirit. That is her, she's part of the review team for young women like that. Not sure why that's her assignment, where she is, but she wants you to know that's what she does. I don't know if she was a teacher at one point or worked a lot with young girls. She says, I was 14 when she passed. Okay. That might be why, because she missed out on some things, you know, and now she's getting that opportunity to be a mentor to young ladies. Wonderful. All right, anything else for Monica today, please, Trish? The last thing she left me with is, This is really cray. She mentioned how much she liked chickens, or showed me chickens. Did she have chickens, collect chicken things, make jokes about chickens, something? And there was sort of like a little laughter involved with that whole chicken reference. I want to know what that is. She mentioned chickens. Thanks, Birdie. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose, I'm itching. It's not a pick, it's an itch. Chickens, does that mean anything to you? And if not, don't worry about it. We'll just put it on the back burner. It'll make sense to you at some point. Just one last answer from you, Monica. She grew up on a farm. Okay. Drop the mic. I don't have a mic. I dropped my glasses. I love it. Yay. Mediumship success. I'm so glad she came through for you, Monica. You certainly deserved it. She loved you very much, and she still does. She's around. Obviously, she's seen a lot of events in your life. She's watching. You guys, they see us. They do. All right, I think Deb was next. Deb, are you here? You're welcome, Monica. Please post a testimonial. Subscribe, y'all. What does it say? If you can't for me, oh yeah, Birdie, but I still have a couple people at Freddie, sweetie. I'm sorry. Trina, could you have picked up on my energy? My sister's Leah, and we see something happen. Just curious. Yes, Trina, it's very possible. Before I jump into Deb and her son Nicholas, I didn't forget about you, Deb. I'm gonna help her real quick with that thing about Leah. Okay, I'm gonna just focus on Leah for just a second, Trina, and see if I get anything for you. If not, maybe we'll do it in a minute. Okay. All right. Your sis Leah. Now, is Leah still with us, is my question. You are close, yes, Jenna. You want me to speak slower? Ugh. I'll do my best. I tend to speak fast. All right, Trina says, yes, she's still alive. Okay. So this is some spirit guides for Trina. We're coming through to give Leah a message. What is the message for Leah? They show me her car. Not an accident, don't freak out, nothing like that. She needs to maintenance her car. There's something in her car. It could be as simple as she needs a quart of oil. Have her check her car. Check the oil, check the air filter, check all the hoses, the spark plugs, you name it. Be careful about going to mechanics. Make sure she goes somewhere where she's supposed to, but immediately that's what I saw was a car. All right, back to Deb. Deb was next. And then Chief, Jenna, then Chief and Gemma, okay? So if my moderator heard me and you can track that, great. Deb is next. And Deb, you were wanting to hear from your son, Nicholas. All right, so I'm only focusing on Deb right now, you guys. Green heart if you're answering me, Deb. You wanna focus on your son, Nicholas. Nicholas wasn't that young when he passed, not a child, right? Nicholas was probably, I feel like he was in his 20s. Does that sound correct to you? Just make sure I'm getting the right person for you. Yeah, let me know too, Trina, what happens. Matter of fact, you jump off and come back on, you can tell me, I don't care. No, he wasn't in his 20s, okay. Then he's showing me somebody in their 20s, hold on. Sometimes I don't know why they're showing me what they're showing me. Let me do my breathing one more time. All right, so he's showing me a man in his 20s. Just gonna say that. And for all I know, that could be his dad. Guy, dark, short, brown hair, appears to be, I want to say in an office type of job, or an owner of a business, not somebody who does manual labor. Was somebody picking on him? His brother's 23. Am I describing his brother? Maybe I'm describing his brother. Were people picking on him? I just feel a sense of like feeling like an outcast. I mean, really unnecessarily not nice to him. You say no. I'm telling you. Or is he talking about his brother? I'm not going to back off of that. There's somebody He's been very unkind. Trina says, she was just diagnosed with cancer, so I was wondering if that's why she said Leo. We'll let her know. No, nothing about that. I'm sorry to hear that, though. So anyways, back to Deb. Okay, so let me just continue with what I'm telling you. Take it however you wish. Again, this is for you. I know it is. You can watch it again on YouTube later. Just put it on the back burner. Don't worry about it if it doesn't make sense. I always tell people, do not, do not discount anything I'm telling you right now. All right, so he showed me a young man in his 20s with dark hair. Someone's been very cruel to him and hurt his feelings quite a bit. All right, I'm just telling you. He reminds me a lot of this boy I know. And he is quite lanky, really into like mystical books and science fiction and even paranormal stuff, but also loves to, it feels like this child likes to read. He passed away in his sleep at 13. Oh, that's bizarre. And you don't know why. Huh. Okay, so the brother, I think that may be who I was describing. He's gone through some stuff. Okay, so he's showing that he's been watching. But anyways, the way he comes across to me is sort of like this, very into fantasy, like to read, maybe even done little figurines and that kind of thing, you know, stuff like, you know, art, you know, fantasy stuff, felt like. And really liked, it feels like animals, like very into animals, like really just any dog, any cat, any bird, he was into it, excited to see. Excited, you know, oh, there's a cat, oh, there's a dog, you know, I'm like that. He says, I had a choice, but I knew you'd be okay. I had a choice, but I knew you'd be okay. And he said something about Grandpa. Grandpa what? I don't know what this means. He said, Grandpa gave me a ride. Grandpa gave me a ride. You said, wow, with a heart. Okay, I assume that means I was on target with the whole thing. He said, Grandpa gave me a ride. Does that make sense to you? I'm curious what that means. Grandpa gave me a ride. All right. Nicholas, what else do you want to say to Mama? He goes, Happy Halloween! His grandpa has passed. Okay, so Grandpa met him. Grandpa took him with him. He goes, Happy Halloween! Like, that was really cute. Did he sneak up on you? Would he sneak up on you and like, you know, like that? That's kind of what it felt like. Like he's done that kind of thing before. He shows me these. I know, this is so funny. Yes, he did that. Okay. Did he like those, you know, those bagel bites, those pizza bagel bites? You know what I'm talking about? Or like, or Tostinos or what? He's showing me some kind of like little frozen pizza thing. He ate a lot of that. Like that was his thing. I don't know if he got it from you though. I don't know if you fed him that. Might have been somebody else giving him those, but he liked those. Hey, Becca. Yes, he did. Okay, the little bagel bites, yeah. This just made me want those. I don't eat those. Oh, he's a sweet kid. What a sweet kid. He really was a sweet kid. I can see why you miss him. Now, I usually won't get messages like this because to me, they seem kind of probable, right? But he really said this. Okay, he says, Mama, please don't cry anymore. He says you're not doing it as much, but you still do. He doesn't want you to do that anymore. He is the best person I know, yeah. Yeah, you made me cry. Thanks. She says I cry all the time. He says, don't, no more, Mama. He doesn't like that. Because he says, he goes, I'm all right. You don't need to cry, Mom. I'm with you all the time. He says he's with you more now than he was when he was alive. It's been almost 20 years. Yeah, he's with you all the time. As a matter of fact, let me get something else from him. Okay, Nicholas, can you give me one more thing to show your mother that you've been around her lately so she knows that you see her? Were you looking at a star chart recently? Were you thinking about doing something for him in memory, like naming a... I know you can dedicate or name a star to somebody or something to that effect. You say no. Okay. Maybe he's asking you to. I don't know. Maybe he wants you to pick a star so that when you look in the sky, you can think about him and know that he's looking at you. Because that's what he showed me was stars and you looking on a computer. So maybe go on the computer, put his name in and put in, I don't know, Google Nicholas stars. Names of stars, something, try that. He also says that he's shown you a lot of things that he would show you before in real life, but he's doing it a different way. So for example, you know, like he would do art and you can say, hey Mom, look what I did. But he's still showing you stuff of his by putting it in places where you see it. So if you're finding things in weird places, so for example, like if you go in his room and suddenly one of his drawings is sitting on the bed, or you go in his room and you notice something looks like it's been moved, the likelihood is that is him. Well, not likely, I know it's him. He's saying he's doing that on purpose because he wants you to see, because he doesn't want you to cry. Molly, I love the surroundings. Thank you. I'm on my boat. Let me roll back, see if you said anything. Did you say anything else? He's the best person I know. I cry all the time. It's been almost 20 years. No. I keep having dreams where you give me a house. Who is that? Alicia? Oh, that's weird. Oh, Debbie, that's you. You said he moved to Bear. There it is. You didn't put a green heart. I didn't see your message. Sorry, it's okay. He moved to Bear. Okay, there. He was just telling me that. Okay, I didn't even see that message. Anyway, he moved to Bear. Okay, gotcha. Good. So, okay, so Deb, I don't know what else to say to you. He's kind of going like, you know, I don't know what to tell her other than what I've said. But, you know, obviously he loves you and all those things, you already know. But he is still giving you messages, you know, in his own way. And he's not necessarily a kid anymore, consciously. He's back to being more mature, you know, like in his thought process. Although he was very mature for his age, no doubt. You are more than welcome, Deb. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to your son. And again, guys, if I do a reading for you here and you love it, I really would appreciate a testimonial. It means a lot to me. That's how you pay me. I mean, you guys can tip me. I don't mind. You can subscribe. There's a lot of ways you can pay me. But remember, this is an exchange of energy. If I give you energy and you don't give me energy back, that's okay. But it works out better for you guys if you do something for me as well. It's not, I'm not keeping score. I'm just explaining how it works in the universe in general. Eric says, Molly, I have had a few dreams where my dad dies. It's not normal. Does spirit say anything? Help. Monica says, what do you mean by a testimonial? Okay. Let me explain that to you guys. A testimonial, and I have a lot of them on my profile, you can find them, is when somebody, either like this or whatever, they film something where they explain that they enjoyed what I did, that it worked for them, that it meant something to them. Like, Miss Molly did a reading for me the other day and my son came through and she even mentioned his dog by name and I really appreciate her. She's very talented. Get a reading from her, you know, or Miss Molly picked a song for me and it was exactly the song I needed to hear that day. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to do your face talking like this, show a picture of a flower, show a picture of an item I found for you, show a picture of the loved one I talked about, show a picture of a son. I don't care. All of those things, you guys are giving me advertising and I can't make that good of an advertisement as you guys can, right? Because you're telling from your heart. Where he says, okay, testimony is amazing. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yes, you did, Bertie. You did a great job. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I think, oh, thanks, Eric. I'll help you too in a minute. Actually, let me take a break. I know there were more people. Hey, Blue Collar, there's another amazing medium right there, you guys. Blue Collar Spiritualist. He's really terrific. I love what he does. He actually answers questions in little videos. He does mediumship through little videos. So you guys, please follow him. He's awesome. Jen, if you see a pic, will you be able to tell if it was him? Oh, was it, probably, yeah. Okay, I think Chief was next. Chief and Gemma. Sarah for Nathan, right? And guys, I apologize if I'm going out of order. I'm doing the best I can. Girl, we contacted aliens the other day. Shut up. I'm not surprised. Not surprised, Alicia. Not surprised. Okay, let me back up. I was working with Chief and Gemma. Sarah for Nathan. Sarah, I need to know, how is Nathan related to you, honey? How do you know Nathan? That's all I need. Jenna was next, though. Yeah, Jenna was next. Jenna, who am I reaching and what is their first name? And Chief, I'll get back to you after her, because she was next. That's right, I remember that. I don't have a thing to write down names, so. He was your first husband. Okay, I'm going to get back to you, Chief, in just a second. Jenna was next. I apologize. Jenna, who am I contacting, how they relate to you? And please use a green heart so I know it's you. I'm going to grab a piece of paper so I can write some things down. I'll be right back. Sorry, I need to write this down. Get it off. I literally have no paper on the boat. It's hot. It's hot. It's warm. All right, I got scratch paper now I can use. All right. I got Chief is next and Gemma, but I have Jenna next. All right, Jenna, my name is actually Cassandra and Paige is your stepdaughter. Okay, there you go. Paige is stepdaughter. Okay. And Gemma, Chief and Jenna was a husband, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, working with Jenna right now. Cassandra, actually her name is Cassandra, and the stepdaughter's name is Paige. Perfect. All right. I'm doing a reading for Jenna, or for Cassandra. She goes by Jenna on screen. Cassandra for her stepdaughter, Paige. Paige, if you're here, Cassandra would like to hear from you. She would like to hear from you. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Any words for Cassandra today to help bring her closure or give her information that I couldn't possibly know to validate it is indeed Cassandra's stepdaughter, Paige. And remember, Cassandra, when I'm talking to you, green heart on the screen, please. I'm just going to say it, and it doesn't mean this is how she passed. It does not mean that. I see a car accident right away. And this may not be the cause of death. It may have been something else, but there's something about a car accident. With Paige. And again, use a green heart if you're answering me. No, not how she passed. That's why I said I didn't think it was how she passed. But there was a car accident somewhere in her story, okay? She brought that up for a reason. I'm not sure why. And it's not something that's going to happen. This is in the past. I almost wonder if she didn't tell you. I don't know why, but... Paige. Yes, in the past. Okay, that's what I thought. Make sure you use a green heart, honey. Okay, Jenna says yes in the past. Okay. I also saw, again, this may not, I don't know why she's showing. Again, I'm not going to keep saying that. I don't know why, I don't know why. What do you call it? What is that called? A nebulizer? Something for breathing? Something with the breathing. You know, when people with asthma use that thing. I don't know that she used that, but something with breathing. Inhaler, yes. Inhaler. Something about an inhaler. Or breathing. It may not be the inhaler itself, but it had to do with breathing, pulling air in. She was congested the night she passed. Okay, Jenna, thank you. Not Jenna, Cassandra. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Jenna because that's what it says on the screen. Cassandra, okay. She was congested. And I feel, I'm not trying to be, I don't want to be too graphic because I really don't believe in going into gore and doom and gloom and all that, but I feel like this, like feeling of drooling. I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, like something like wet down the face. Did she aspirate or something? Or, it just feels wet down the face on this side. I don't know why this side. You were one of her favorite people. That's pretty cool to be a stepmom that someone liked so much. We don't know was with her mom. Okay. All right, Cassandra. She really liked you. So it was with my stepmom too. I really dug her. She really thought you were cool. I don't know what the name Lewis might mean to you. Lewis? Or Louis? Lewis, I think it was. Or Lewis? I heard the name Lewis. Or Louis. Show me the beach, which is... No, you don't know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just hold on to that name. Trust me, it'll mean something at some point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You'll know. She's showing me a beach. Showing me the sand. Showing me a beach. Scratching in the sand with a stick. I keep seeing her hands as well. And I have no clue how old she was or anything else about her, but her fingernails, like really decorated, like really decorated. You know how like people go in and they get like Halloween nails and Christmas nails and sparkly nails, and like I keep seeing hands with really pretty, I don't know if that's you or her, but she's showing me somebody who has, you know, nice nails. Like that's sort of a thing for them. And she shows me a calendar, something in April. Something in April. No. Okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Here's the thing. When spirit comes through in this way, sometimes you guys, and this is not an excuse, I'm just telling you, sometimes we don't really understand what they're saying. It doesn't mean it's not important. It also could be for somebody that's close to you. Okay? So sometimes they're actually trying to get through to somebody else that needs to hear a message more than you. So I ask you, Cassandra, do not discount anything I say right now. Please go back and watch the YouTube later, and also share it with maybe your husband, okay, and see if anything makes sense to him, because again, it may not make, I mean, Louis could have been a dog she had when she was really little you don't know about, or Louis could have been a friend of hers in school, or Lewis could have been the name of her favorite singer, and we don't know, okay, I don't know. Eric says, Louis is my dad. It may be him coming through, okay, so Eric, I'm going to just kind of write your name down, because you also had a question about him, and we'll get back to you in just a minute if you don't mind hanging in there, okay? April, you're not sure. Okay, it's all right, Jenna. Don't worry about it. Again, I don't expect you to always know what I'm saying, but don't discount it. All right, so she shows me April. April 11th. Specifically April 11th. 4/11. Now maybe it's 411, like information. I don't know, but 4/11 is what she shows me. April 11th. And something about those little Again, I have zero idea how old she is, but you know those little squishy mallow things everybody's into? April 11th, that's her dad, yeah. Those mallow squish things. I don't know if she was into those, but she's showing me those, like those little squishy things. They're called like mushmallows or something, or marshmallows, or I don't know, I'm not into that stuff. I can't see. The mushmallows. I might move this a little bit, guys, if that's cool with y'all. It's starting to get a little bright right there. Let me move over a little. Is that okay? All right. Marshmallows. There we go. Smushmallows. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing those. Marshmallow. But you said but had special needs. What about it? But had special needs. Okay, so she had special needs. Maybe that's why I was having trouble telling how old she is. Because it felt kind of kid-like, but kind of not. So I don't know. And something about, this is very specific, you may not know this. Something about like those, I want to call it Cheez-Its, those little cheese those little crackers, those little Cheez-It crackers. I don't know if that was one of her favorite snacks or something that you gave her or whatever, but she's showing me like these, she acted about 2 years younger. Okay. She's showing me like Cheez-Its, like those little, cheese snacks, like crackers. Paige, do you have anything else for Cassandra today? Yes, fishy crackers too. Okay, now we're getting there. Now we're getting her. Okay. I also feel like she really liked to try makeup. That was the thing for her, to try makeup. It isn't like she wore makeup normally, but she liked to try it on. She liked to feel pretty. That was the thing for her. She really did. And maybe you even did that with her. Maybe that's what she appreciated about you, is that you treated her just like you said, like a daughter. Yes, at her mom's. Yeah, okay. Thank you for confirming that. Did she have trouble pronouncing your name sometimes, or saying your name? Like, 'cause I keep hearing different versions of your name. I heard Cass and Cassie and Cassandra and Sandra and Dra, and like, I don't know. Did she play with your name a lot? Thank you, Helen. Yes, okay. Because I'm not hearing Cassandra, I'm hearing like Cassie and Cass and Wawa. Oh, okay. Hey, cool. That's so neat. I love that she did that for you. We got Roxy here. Hi, baby girl. Thanks for following me, Helen. Appreciate it. All right, anything else today for Cassandra Page? She goes, good night, Moon. I remember that book. She said, good night, Moon. So I think she's done. No, she's sweet. I like her. All right. I'm so glad that resonated for you. I know everything didn't. That's okay. Again, don't discount it. Within the next 24 hours, I should be uploading this so you guys can watch it, okay? Yeah, she said good night. All right. So next we had Chief and Gemma, right? And you wanted me to reach your husband. The only thing I missed was the name. If you could give me that one more time. I appreciate it. And then I'm going to talk to Eric about his dad, Louis. And then Birdie's next. My name is Sarah, and his name is Nathan. That's right. Thank you, honey. Sarah, and Nathan was your husband. God, that's so small I can barely see. Oh, there goes Bruce. There goes Bruce. What you doing, Bruce? Did you guys see today's video, Bruce with his hat on? He's so cute. All right, Sarah. I'm so sorry that your husband passed. I know how difficult that must be. I don't, actually, because it's never happened to me, but I can only imagine. And And I'm going to go ahead and focus in on Nathan. I'm going to do my breathing exercise. I'm going to do my 3, 2, 1. You're welcome to do it with me. Nathan for Sarah. All right, Sarah, did you guys do something really cute at your wedding? Like really fun, like some kind of a, I don't know. I want to say like a coordinated surprise for the guests at your wedding. Did you do something like that? Like you coordinated a surprise, whether it be a dance, a song, a joke, a something. There was something, I'll say, had a surprise element at your wedding. Or a wedding you guys went to. I don't know for sure, but it shows a lot of laughing. Where am I? I am in Miami, Florida on my boat, the Mediumship. Doing mediumship on the Mediumship. So give me a green heart, by the way, as I'm talking to you, Sarah, and go ahead and tell me what you feel. Don't worry if it makes no sense to you. It's okay to say, I don't know. It's okay. You will be able to watch this later. It will make sense to you at some point. Here comes Fred down the back. Hi, Fred.
I'm going swimming.
You're going swimming. Fred's going swimming. Bye. Cheers, splash. Not that I remember. We were in high school, sweethearts, married young. Okay, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. But he shows me, it looked like a wedding where, when you see weddings where they do a special dance or the parents get some special whatever, like that. Don't worry about it if you don't remember it. It's okay. It might be something that, some other reference, maybe to a movie or something some joke between you guys. Sometimes when I'm doing this, people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. But then later they go, oh, I know what that was. Here he comes. He just got me wet. Thanks, Fred. Funny note. They got our wedding dance song wrong. I think that's probably what he's referring to. That's probably what he's referring to. Okay, then that makes sense. So the wedding song was wrong. Okay. So there you go. All right, I can barely see. There's a little glare, so I apologize. I'm going to be squinting and looking. I'm going to have to turn again. The sun keeps moving. Let's see if I can. It's hard to see. Okay, so we're talking to Nathan. All right, Nathan. If you can give me more information for Sarah, anything that will validate this is you, give her any messages she wants to hear, he would sure appreciate it. I got Roxy standing here. Baby. Did he like the movie? I mean, I don't know when he passed, but did he see the movie, what the heck's that movie? It has a hot dog in it. You know what I'm talking about? The hot dog is like they're animated in the grocery store. It's dirty. It's kind of a dirty movie.
Never seen it.
I'm gonna move because I can't see.
You've been on a while.
I know, and I've been on a while, so I'm gonna be done fairly soon. But we're still working with a few people, guys. I'm gonna move inside so I can see better because I'm getting a really bad glare now. I'm gonna move in. Sorry for the mess. Everyone, I'm moving into the salon where I usually do my lives, and then I can take my glasses off and actually see. Whoops. Sorry. All right, that's a porthole behind me. It's not fake, it's real. No, he passed 20 years ago. Do you know what movie I'm talking about, though? Okay, so the movie's about a hot dog. It's a very dirty, funny movie. For whatever reason, I saw that. Now, maybe he's showing a sense of humor. I don't know. Grease has that, or Sausage Party. That was the movie, Sausage Party. Okay, so he showed me Sausage Party. I can't say why. Maybe it'll make sense to you later. You said yes. Yes what? The sense of humor? Okay, so really just raunchy sense of humor, okay? And maybe, he didn't see that movie. I don't remember when that movie came out. I don't know why that reference came up, but here's the point. If it comes up, there's a reason. So, and you got to remember something too, you guys. We're multidimensional. Just because maybe I didn't see that movie in this life doesn't mean I didn't see it in another dimension, another iteration of myself. That's what he's referring to. Okay, and maybe the reference is to food in the fridge. I don't know, but that's the first thing that came through. All right, moving on. Also, did he have a particular pair of sunglasses he liked to wear all the time and it was always like buying more of them and losing them and buying more of them? Because I kind of visualize that. Like I saw the sunglasses, like these sunglasses, and then like always looking for them and then buying more of them, and then he'd buy a new pair and then he'd find them. Does that resonate for you? Don't worry if it doesn't. Again, just telling you. That's what I got. All right, what else? What else do we have for Sarah from Nathan? Nathan was very dependable. That sounds familiar. He always wore the same ones. Yeah. Nathan was very dependable. If he told you he was going to do it, he did it. Okay, now it might take him a while to do it, but if he said he was going to do it, he'd do it. And if you reminded him, he didn't appreciate it. He'd go, I know. Planned on it. Don't friggin' tell me what to do. I like to be told what to do. Was he in the military also? Like there was a certain sense of discipline about him. He reminds me of somebody I know. Outside. Yeah. 100%, she says. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he was in the military. Yes, was very dependable and stubborn. Yes, in the military. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the validation. He also had a lot of sayings. He had little funny sayings. Like, matter of fact, he reminds me a lot of my Fred. You know, like Fred says funny things like piss up a rope, or what's some of the other ones you say? That's a soup sandwich or something. You know, like he had funny. Eric says Sausage Party was around 20 years ago or so. Okay, well maybe it's the last movie you saw. I don't know. Or maybe you wanted to see that, or maybe you guys were going to see it. I don't know, but that movie was really raunchy. Anyways, so he had a lot of funny little sayings, he said, and so forth. Now, I'm going to be personal, but I think you need to hear this. When he farted, did he make a joke, like say things like, oh, some asshole was talking about me behind my back, something like that? Did he make like jokes about like farting was like an opportunity for a joke for him? And he had like a number of things he would say when he passed gas. Not that I smell a fart. I'm just saying. Ha ha, good sense of humor, she says. Yeah, yeah. Like I almost feel like when he farted, it was like a production. Like he would make a big deal about it. Not obnoxious. It was funny though. Like he, you know, like he'd go, you know, or you know, like do like, and presenting, you know, like he was funny. He shows me lots of boys' jokes, yes. He shows me his mother. Now, I feel like there's a very mixed feeling there. I feel like he adored his mom. He cared about her. But he also didn't. There were some things he didn't like about her. Like some things that really, really frustrated him about her. Things that he only really talked about a lot with you because you knew her since you were young. Like he felt like he could talk to you about it. In relation to how she responded to things, I feel like, yes, his mother, she was talking, I feel like she loved a guilt trip. Like she'd say something like, you know, he'd call her to say hi or something, and it was sort of the like, oh, so I guess I figured you forgot about me, you know, I figured I'm not important to you, or, you know, that kind of shit. And even if, I feel like you guys had at least one child, I don't know if there's two, even that, like she was over dramatic. Gotcha. Yeah. And she would, you know, like tell you how to parent. She wasn't like the best parent in the world. But your husband, Nathan, really was a good kid. He really tried. He put up with her. He just felt it was his duty to put up with her. Right? You have one son. Okay, yeah, I knew it wasn't a lot of kids. All right. So even the way she handled your son was annoying to him. But you guys dealt with it, right? You just dealt with it. Mm-hmm. I almost feel like even after he passed, now I can't tell honestly if his mother's still alive. I can't tell. But I feel like she still caused issues, whether it was as a human or from the other side, so to speak. Yeah, spot on with his mom. Yeah. And I feel like, did his dad already pass? Did Nathan's dad already pass? He's just not in the picture right now. Either he was very, very quiet and subdued, or he passed, or he was long gone. One of the three. Yes, on his dad, he passed. Okay. For some reason, they're not necessarily connecting there either. Where he is. He's not connecting with his dad. His mom is alive. We don't have a relationship. Okay. Yeah. She caused some problems after he died. I know that. She was not cool. She did not have any sensitivity towards what you were going through. It was all about her. Oh, my son died. She milked this. She still milks that 20 years later. Yeah. He had issues with the dad too. Okay, yeah. He's not with him right now. He's not there. I'm just going to put it out. Did he have a pet named George? Or somebody named George in his life? I know I said pet, but that's what I first thought of. All right, so I heard the name George. George isn't registering. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just keep it in your mind. It'll come up. Maybe it's somebody you're going to meet now. Who knows? Okay, anything else, Nathan? For Cassandra, please. I see somebody scratching a back. Scratching a back. And I think it's you scratching his back. Did you scratch his back? He's saying, like, he's remembering. Not Cassandra. Oh, Sarah, excuse me. Sarah. Did I say Cassandra? I apologize, Sarah. I saw her name because I wrote it down in my eyes as I'm talking. Sarah. Sarah, smile. All right, that's about all I got from Nathan now, okay? The last thing was the back scratching thing. I'm not sure what that's all about, but seems he did come through, dear. So maybe go watch. Does he see your son? Let me see. I'm sure he does. I mean, I'm sure he does. I'm sure. Actually, your son sees him. He just said he sees me. He just said he sees me. Now, if he sees him, then that means he sees him. Now, he might not have said anything to you. Your son might not have said anything, but he's seen him. He's seen him. Now, not a full apparition or anything like that. He's seen him in dreams, and he's seen things out of the side of his eye, thinking, I wonder if that's my dad. Okay, so just know that. It's probably something he didn't want to bring up because he didn't want to hope you out. You know, like, oh, that's hokey and weird. But you could ask him. Or you can show him the video here. He might know who George is. So you can share the video once it's up with anyone you want. It's shareable. Okay? All right. Glad that was mostly a success for you. It seemed very good. All right. Eric. And then Birdie. Eric, you were asking about your dad, and I said the name. You're welcome. You said, again, if you want to post a testimonial, I appreciate it. You said the name Louis was your dad, and you said you dreamed about your dad, right? Eric, if you're still here, let me know. Give me a green heart. Yes, he's alive. Okay. So weird I got that name. So let me see who's coming through for you, okay, Eric? Is he just like the sweetest man, your dad? Is he like a sweet little guy? Like, I feel like he's the kind of person that would, like, if you were visiting and you had to go to work, he would pack your lunch for you, you know? I also paint my nails creatively. Oh, good. Yes, he is, yeah. Like, he would pack your lunch for you if he was around, right? Even if you're 50 years old and he happened to be at your house and he knew you were going to work, he would pack your lunch. He's that kind of guy. Very sweet. And I'm going to say he doesn't understand you totally. Like, he knows he doesn't get you, but he just says, I just love him. He still loves you. This is your dad that's alive right now. He loves you. Just so you know, if there was ever a question. He may not get you, but he adores you. But I want to know who's coming through right now. Who that is. Yep, no matter what. He's a good dad. Whoever's coming through, Eric, I can't seem to identify this person. It does feel male. He says he likes your hair lighter. And he says, how many pairs of shoes do you own? Whoever's talking to me wants to know how many. I think this is your, I feel like a great grandpa. I said great grandpa. Yeah, he says he wants to know how many pairs of shoes. And he didn't say shoes. He showed me shoes, but the word was, it's a Spanish word. Harachas? Is that the word? Haracha? I don't know. He says, how many harachas does this boy have? Or something. Do you have a lot of shoes? He speaks Spanish, so yes. Okay, so that's your great grandpa. He's making fun of how many shoes you have. How many shoes do you have? Zapatos. What did I say? Harachas? What's a harachas? That's a sandal, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know Spanish. Anyways, he's making a comment about how many shoes you have. Like, why so many shoes? Kind of a thing, you know? He shows me showing you helping a lot of people. Quite a bit, you guess? Okay. He shows me showing you helping a lot of people. Like, almost like you're at, like volunteering at an event or helping out with registration somewhere or... Anyways, he's very proud of the fact that you're giving back to the community. Whoever this is coming through. Again, I think it is your great-grandpa. And I don't think he knew you at all. But for whatever reason, he is a guide for you. And that's why he was talking to your dad. What was the dream you had again? You said you had a dream and I don't remember what you told me. Oh, oh, Amy, you're a scab. You're going away, darling. Sorry, you don't do that in my lives. Not cool. You guys block Amy Healer, reporter. Very rude and probably a bot, you guys. All right. He says, they would have been poor, so my grandfather would have been impressed. Yes, yes. He's very impressed, though, that you give back to the community, whatever it is you're doing. He passed away in a storm. It's happened before. Huh. Wow. Carol asked me, is your intuition better antenna reception in open water or same on land? It seems to be better here, to be honest with you. Yeah. The dream. Oh, okay. That was the dream. He passed away in a storm. It's happened before. Okay. The dream. Okay. Let me make sure I understand that. The dream. I don't think, I worry my dad's stressed or sick or something. I don't think that. I think it's actually the opposite. Honestly, Eric, I think he's trying to say it ain't happening anytime soon. Because you do worry. And he's saying when it happens, it's going to be peaceful. But it's not going to be soon. I don't think it's going to be soon at all, honestly. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Just so you know. All right. That's what I got for you, Eric. And lastly, we have Birdie. Birdie is last for today. Now, if you already subscribed and you were waiting for reading all that, you guys, I'll be on again. I can only do so much in one day. It does tire me out. So and I've been on over an hour. So I'm going to... Okay, it was peaceful in the dress post-storm. Thank you. Yes. It's not going to happen anytime soon. And the storm represents a tough time in your life. So it's going to be one of those times where, like, a lot of stuff all happens at once. I'm sorry to tell you, and I hate it when that happens. But it will all kind of be literally a shit storm. And it's not going to be for a while. And it's nothing like... that you couldn't get past or over or get through, but it's going to be a while. I'm talking like years, probably at least 2, 3, 4 years, maybe even longer. So just put it out of your mind. All right, Birdie, I didn't see, how are you going to replenish yourself after all this major intuitive work? Good question, Carol. I'm going to drink a ton of water. I'm going to have something to eat, and then I'm going to probably rest. Just lay down, enjoy the breeze, and enjoy the ocean. All right. Granddad George for Dave and Emily. Oh, I said the name George earlier, huh? That's funny. Granddad George for Dave and Emily. Maybe it's about my future husband, what he's going through, because I thought of him too. Maybe. Okay, so George for Dave and Emily, and he's the grandpa. Okay. Is this the one that was singing Chim Chim Cheree to me the other day and all that other stuff? You're welcome, honey. Same grandpa? Same, that your dad? Oh, if I had a facelift. Whoa. I'm just kidding. Yes. Okay. Well, I've already connected with them, so this should be easy. All right. This is the last one today, you guys. All right. And if you want a private reading from me, please go to my website, missmollyknows.com. The website needs some help, but do your best, and I will make it work. All right. Dave's dad. Dave is your dad. Okay. George. All right, so first thing I got about George is a lot of walking. This guy liked to walk when he was younger. He really walked a lot around the neighborhood. Everyone knew him. He was very gregarious, outgoing. People knew George. George was, like you said George, everyone knew George was in the town, in the area that they lived. George was friendly. George was always wanting to help. I even feel like he even had special things that he did, special recipes. She says yes. Okay. Maybe a special thing that he made. I don't know, like moonshine or wine or food or something he made specifically that George was known for. And when George made that item, he shared it with his friends and neighbors and people he knew. I also smell some kind of tobacco, not cigarette. This tobacco has a very pleasant smell to it. I almost want to say like cherry, dark cherry, or some kind of a fruit smelling tobacco. I even get that he often wore hats. You know how old guys wear little caps, you know, like those Peaky Blinder hats and stuff like that. Like he liked to wear hats. Kind of, you know, like a dandy. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't think he really dressed super sharp or anything like that, but he just had this presence about him that was just, he was such a character. And he says, Emily, old girl. He calls everybody old girl. Old girl. Yes. Okay. Got yeses. Did he have some kind of a, I don't want to say a palsy or a tremor, essential tremor or something? Like where his head did this or his hands shook a lot or something. There's some kind of tremor going on. Parkinson's. No. Okay. He's showing me a tremor. Although this is going back and forth. It might be you. Do you have a tremor? Okay, well I'm not taking it back. I'm telling you, he shows me a tremor, like a hand shaking kind of thing. And something about taking a swig and you vape cherry. Okay, so he's trying to let you know he sees you. And something about a swig. Did you just drink something, or did he have a specific drink, like a medicinal thing that he liked to do, or he said it was medicinal maybe? Speaking of, I need a drink. No. And he was also a flirt. Yeah, all the time, you said. Okay. He was also a flirt. He liked the ladies. You know, and they rolled their eyes at him. Oh, George, you know. It was kind of fun. He was cute. And he could be inappropriate, but the people loved him. And they just, you know. Hey, Amanda Banana. Yeah. So, anything else for Birdie today? I heard him say Staffordshire, right dog or something. Right dog. Right dog? It says Staffordshire, right dog. And I know you have a Staffy. Obviously, I know that. But my dog, Roxy's half Staffy. We lost Manny. Oh. Sorry, honey. Anything else today, George? Birdie? hearing a lot of tapping. I feel silly saying this. Almost like, you know, when people tap spoons, tap to tap to tap to tap. Was there something he did, like, with his hands that made noises? Clicking something in his hands, snapping, tapping. Was there something he did noise-wise? I keep hearing, like, tap, 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 tap. Like it was rhythmic. Rhythmic tapping of some sort. It's clicking a pen or tapping spoons or... Yes, his watch would tap on the table. Okay, okay, okay. All right, that's what I got for you today, Birdie. Nothing else, my darling. Jessica, give me anything before you get off. I'll give you a song. Okay, and then you look the lyrics up, Jessica. If you don't know me by now, you ain't never gonna know me. That's your song. If you don't know me by now, you ain't never gonna know me. Ooh, that's your song, Simply Red. Look it up. All right, kids, that's been an exciting day. Again, if I did a read for you or anything that you felt was particularly impressive, I would really appreciate you putting up some type of a testimonial thanking me so that the public can see, so I can help more people. That's always my goal. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. I'm also on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I have a private group on Facebook, the Fucaw Clan. I am taking readings right now, private readings. Now, you guys saw me do readings on a live. Imagine what a private reading's like. I do them long distance, so you don't have to be in the room. You don't even need to schedule with me. You just pay me, and I will send you a link to a private video just for you with your reading that you can watch anytime you want. You can share it with anyone you want. Nobody else sees it but me and you. All right? Awesome. Love you all. And again, if I read anything for you and you're like, I don't know, don't worry about it. It will make sense in the future. Make sure to watch this again on YouTube. It will be uploaded in the next 24 hours. Lacey Lee says, "Aw, man, I missed you. I lost my driver's license. Was going to ask you for help." I'll get you real quick, Lacey. Real quick, then I'm jumping off. All right? Lacey's looking for a driver's license. She's asking for a Foley. A Foley is finder of lost items. Lacey, you know the drill. Breathe with me, okay? Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out the number 3 times in your mind. Breathe in. Breathe out the number 2 3 times in your mind. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out the number 1 3 times. It's still in your wallet. It's in your wallet. Take everything out. Everything out. And if it's not in that wallet, it's in another wallet. Yep. Or it's in what looks like a wallet. So it could be your purse. I don't know what your purse looks like in the pocket, but it's slid into something and it's in there tight. You put it in the wrong place. It's very simple. You will find it. You will probably find it as soon as you get off of here. And then, of course, guess what you're going to do next? You're going to put a testimonial, right? Right. You know why? Because Miss Molly knows. And you guys are my knowers, and I appreciate you all, and you all have a great day. Mwah, I love you. Fuck off! Oh, wait. I don't know where to put it. Okay. Bye.